Alright, we up and we running. Great Kujichagulia to each and every last one of you.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Now grab that glass, put that water. Get the container of that water. Get that container of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Oh. Move your body and drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Or should I say, breathe, drink, eat, move. Eat culturally appropriately, get some sleep. But hey, take your breath. Live and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, break down and drink up. Come on, drink with me, fam. Drink some water. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink some water, fam. Great Kujichagulia to each and every last one of y'all. Family, I want to welcome you to the place of the mighty, to the home of the congregation of the mighty, to the home of the stubborn minority, yes it is, to the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of December production. And of course, we are on the daily, we are on the daily toast. Give it up, Simba. Where you at? Up over there. All right. And of course, we only strive to blow up your old paradigm. Family, it was a late day yesterday, but I am almost done with the newsletter. The newsletter will be going out. Yes, it will be going out very, 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 very soon. I'm trying to give people time. I got just a few more articles to get up. I'm waiting for a few more articles. I'm trying to be patient. Y'all know me. I'm trying to be patient. I just want to be patient. That's all I want to do. I want to be fair. I want to be accurate. I want it to be right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying. I'm trying. But it don't look like, for some reason, it don't look like we are streaming right now. So let me update the page a little bit to see what's going on here, because obviously some of this stuff is running behind. Let's see. Okay, well, it look like we streaming, but it is what it is. So without any further ado, let's handle some morning business. I want to first off make sure we get on the right channel, so that those that may want to join can join. Let's see. Okay, they got us up here. We live. I just want to make sure we live. Nope. They still got emoji. Oh, I put emoji up at the top, so I need to unpin emoji. I need to unpin it. Let's unpin emoji. We just unpinned emoji. Okay. Now it's shifting. I forgot that I had the capabilities of pinning stuff at the top of the screen. And what we're going to do, we're going to pin up today's show. And then I will have to unpin it tonight. I got 21 messages in the inbox. I hope nobody, I gotta check that to make sure nobody texted in their ancestors. We want to make sure we get all of the new ancestors on the list that we need to get on the list. All right, we're pinning this one up to the top. Y'all learning right along with me, right? So we're going to prepare a glass for libations. We're going to look at some, I think there might be a couple of articles that we need to look at. We know that, once again, reparations is under attack, fam. So they're going to try to buy y'all off with making sure that y'all get these houses. But do we really understand what's going on? Do we really understand it? We got to make sure we understand what's going on. But shouts out, I see Brother Kwame is in the house. Great Kujichagulia to you as well, my good fella. I think you're going to have an invitation for next week coming to you. I was talking to some young dudes. They asked me to do something. I told them that you were more qualified to do it. I could do it, but you're more qualified to do it. And plus, I want you to get that experience of that first Simba in in the Columbus area. All right? I want to make sure you get that. Let's go and, while we had the ability, let's go and edit this post and share it on different timelines. Engage your audience. See, I'm learning, family. Listen. It only takes me a couple of mistakes to figure it out. I'm just trying to remember how to settings. Can I cross posting? There we go. We're gonna cross post. We want to show it on 21 day Nguza Saba challenge folk tales for grown folks. We're going to save and see how that works. All right, so now we got a couple of things we got to cover before we actually get into our toast. Because as promised, I got a couple of promises I have to keep. I must keep the promises to the people, right? So I got some more news about the situation with Afrocentric, and I think I might break that tonight. I want to clarify it with the fam, and so the elders that's out there, y'all need to be tuning into the show so that y'all gonna give brother, give me some stand down orders if I need those, because the fuckery is getting thick. Yep, and I can't stay pinned up too long. I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just, just give me my stuff. Just give me my stuff. But you hold on to my stuff like it's your stuff, we're going to have some problems. It's gonna be bad. Somebody, I don't say who, is this Gye-Nyame topic, foundational black Americans versus everyone else. Tariq Nasheed, should black Americans celebrate the 4th of July? That's up on the timeline twice. I was wondering if that was me, so I'm gonna have to take one of those off. We also have an article on here from Men's Health. What happens to your body when you give up all sugar? One of the things that happen is that you immediately start getting healthier. Now, we talk about sugar. That in most cases, they're talking about just that white sugar, that raw sugar, just like raw sugar. Sugar in other packages are better for you. Sugar in fruit, because of the fiber that's in the fruit. Sugar in vegetables and stuff like that. But all the extra added sugar, if you start giving that up, you'll start noticing major changes in your life. A lot of the diseases that we are dealing with, not only, like I said, one, we're not breathing properly. This is why I say at the beginning of this show, we talk about the 4 pillars of health: breathing, drinking, eating culturally appropriate food, and movement. If we do those, we will stay healthy, right? We will be able to live a long, healthy life. Just breathing, drinking correct water, drinking proper water, right? Sometimes I use distilled. Right now I'm using distilled. Other times I use spring water. Just drinking the right amount of water, because a lot of the diseases we have come from us not either breathing right, because a lot of us is still mouth breathing, right? Which causes certain ailments, because the mouth is not designed to breathe. The mouth is designed to drink and eat. The nose is perfectly designed for breathing, and it will filter the air, and it will keep a lot of stuff up out of you, and it will help keep your system together and warm the air to the proper temperature and all that. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into that. We could have that conversation if y'all request it. Water, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are suffering diseases because of dehydration. You are dehydrated. A lot of us are walking around here dehydrated, don't know it. We think we can replace water with coffee and tea and milk and juices, when water is water. Drinking proper water. Next one is that culturally appropriate diet. All of our bodies are designed in a specific way. When we align ourselves with our ancestral way of eating, right? When we align ourselves mostly with that, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, you ain't got to give up your pizza, some of the other stuff that you like. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to necessarily give all that up. But if you start adding cultural staples to your diet, right? Like I said, I got a video that's going to be coming out on a newsletter where I'm teaching people how to make Gye-Nyame coffee, right? Using coconut oil, baobab fruit, right? You know what I'm saying? A culturally appropriate coffee. You know what I'm saying? That you can add to. It's just small things that you can start adding to your diet that will make a big difference. And some type of movement, family. If you don't just get up, if you don't do nothing but just, you don't even have to get up and do a whole bunch of stuff. But like I said, a lot of us, we even too lazy to do the yawn. just participating in the song. Move your body, right? Drink your water. Take your breath. You'll be surprised just how in that 3-minute song, if you just follow those simple instructions in that 3-minute song, how much you are helping and assisting yourself, right? Very simple, right? Everything I do is on purpose. I'm trying to throw some purpose, trying to throw some ritual in your life. Getting up on a regular basis, just doing the toast, even though we running late, you know what I'm saying? We on the summertime hours. So, what happens to your body when you give up all sugar? That's in there right now. So that's all we posted up for yesterday. So, right now, tonight we have Folktale for grown folks at 9 p.m. Hopefully we'll be able to make it to the folktale. We kind of covered the folktale from last week, but just in case, just in case of some questions, and I'm able, if I don't come in hot, because I'm about to have a conversation later on today, and it will really determine the direction that the show goes in. But last week we talked about the eagle and the kite. We kind of had an opportunity on our Toast and Talk Kuumba to kind of hit it just a little bit. But I'm going to read it again, but also I'm going to read the one for today, for this week, for those that's on the 21-day challenge. This is last week's folktale. I'm going to give you this week's folktale. And family, we almost done with the book. Those of y'all that's been on this journey with me, far as folktale for grown folk, we almost finished the book. We're about to start over, so we're going to the master level class in the next couple of weeks. We're going to ramp up, and hopefully some of y'all will be able to review some of the folktales that we went through, because some of these are review, and we're going to be able to go back through them and hopefully have a little bit more insight on the discussion. All right. So last week's was an eagle was overwhelmed with sorrow, set upon the branches of a tree and accompanied with a kite, which is it's like a hawk, a small hawk. Why, said the kite, do I see you with such a rueful look? I seek, she replied, a mate suitable for me, and I am not able to find one. Take me, returned the kite. I am much stronger than you are. Why are you able to secure the means of living by your plunder? Well, I have often caught and carried away an ostrich in my talons. This is the kite talking. The eagle, persuaded by these words, accepted him as her mate. Shortly after the nuptials, the eagle said, fly off and bring me back the ostrich you promised me. The kite, soaring aloft into the air, brought back the shabbiest possible mouse, stinking from the length of time it had laid about the fields. Is this, said the eagle, the faithful fulfillment of your promise to me? The cock replied, that I might attain your royal hand, there's nothing that I would not have promised, however much I knew that I must fail in the performance. Sound like what happens, to get black folks to the polls, right? I would have told you anything to get your vote. But hey, that's just me. All right, so the one for the day, and this is a repeat too, because some of y'all remember one. This is called The Ass and His Driver. An ass, being driven along a high road, suddenly started off and bolted to the brink of a deep precipice. While he was in the act of throwing himself over, his owner seized him by the tail, endeavoring to pull him back. When an ass persisted in his efforts, the man let him go and said, conquer, but conquer to your cost. So we'll be talking about probably number 2, but if y'all want to, we could cover number 1 and then get into number 2, the ass and his driver with the suicidal ass. Sound like a porno. I know it sounds like a porno, but y'all bear with me. Y'all know how it go here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Y'all know how it goes down. Y'all know how it goes down here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Let me see who up here with me. We got some people in the booth with us. Let's see. All right, we got somebody on. We got one on Facebook, one on. Okay, all right, I see y'all. I see y'all. Right. So the chat is open. Hopefully, I can see it. If you are on YouTube, go on at least type something in so I can see if I'm getting your messages. Brother Kwame say, "Are you and Anubis ever going to do that show on the various super beings?" That's up to Anubis. You know I'm on here all the time. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Anubis, if you out there, brother, let us know. Because we haven't heard from you in quite a while. We want to make sure you're all right. Because we know you like to go out into the woods and stuff. All right, so now, let's get into our toast. So I get Gina to her summer camp today. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We call on that Creator, and we lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on. We move to our list of our illustrious ancestors. Let's get it. Let's get it. Feel good to read the ancestors' names. Let me get ready. Man. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris Panagasson, Lena, Chris Alfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Aaron Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, Jeff Fillard, Montague Pittman, L. Normal X, Sapet Ra, Malika Fakour, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bro, Hector Jr. Kwame, get in touch with me about that situation as far as the movie. You know what I'm saying? So we go and get that in motion. Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dale Gale Pullian, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Tridd, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sir Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Burt Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Julian Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer. Somebody is up. Okay. It just now, I don't know if you posted. James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace. Let's get here. Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester. Shots out to Don M.J. for the thumbs up. Harry Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and David, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Miller, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Denny Monaries, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. Now, I also want to thank somebody posted up in the Google shared document. I have to post this back up. In the Google shared document, somebody posted up something they want in there. I appreciate that. What I also want is when you post something up on that document, please put your name so that I can make sure you get proper credit. You know what I'm saying? So if people want to contact or want more information about it, they get in touch with you because it was what you posted, right? All right. William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark. Also, when you are submitting articles, if you are submitting others' articles, like for example, you saw a nice piece on the Confederate piece by Tariq Nasheed and you want to post that on the timeline, but you know that you want to start participating with getting your article in, please give some commentary. Posting up news content is cool. I'll take that and I'll write a comment on it. Right? So you did the work, then I get the credit for your work because I'm posting up the commentary on it. If you post something up, please let the family know why you thought it was important. What does it have to go with as far as Gye-Nyame, as far as us tribe building, as far as reparations, as far as lifestyle, as far as health. You know what I'm saying? Why do you believe that's important? Because the whole object of the newsletter is, one, to help start getting our people concentrated information that they could use in their daily discussions, in their daily lives, improving upon themselves. So when you share that, family, make sure that you throw some commentary on it. Just don't throw up a news article. All right? John M. A. Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scannerberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pino Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson. Is that you snoring, Gina? Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh. Did you put on some shorts? It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Okay. Let me see. Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley. Okay. Jerry Brant. Those swim trunks? Are those swim trunks?
No.
Those look like the swim trunks that you be wearing.
Shorts.
Where your swim trunks at then? Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Let me see. Jerry, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch. Okay. Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First Stage Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg, G2, Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch, had Senior Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harris, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ellerton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donna Carter, Lady Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee, Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Sheckham and Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Ed Mazarin, Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Now we move to Joella Giles, James Carswell. Giles. I think I got some Giles in my family. Giles. Okay. Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Giles. I gotta talk to my mom. Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Condon, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins. Let's see. Okay. Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKerrow, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Tracy Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Sin, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Asher Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say, Ashe. All right, family, here we go. We come to the moment. We want to celebrate. We want to salute the moment. Shots out to all Kujichagulia born. Give a round of applause. It's your day, Gina. It's your day. Yep. Family. Activate those reticular formations. We want to go out and we want to find where Kujichagulia is in action. And speaking of Kujichagulia born, let's go on and run down the list. So, Kujichagulia, for those that don't know, Kujichagulia, if you don't speak the language, today is Kujichagulia. We have taken over the day of Gye-Nyame journey. We have conquered it. We have established our territory, and we named this day Kujichagulia. Kujichagulia. Once again, for those that don't speak the language, the day is self-determination. The mighty principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. I have on black because I don't like the color that they got for indigo in t-shirts. Correspondence is the Hermetic law, powerful law. As above, so below. Day name for male today is Kwabena. Female name is Abina. Shouts out to all the Kwabenas and Abinas out there. So, as keeping with the promise, Kujichagulia child, They say the God image is Abe, male name is Kwabena, female name is Abina. You are manly, you are mainly full of fire and determination. Or as a man, you are manly, full of fire and determination. But you are mainly full of fire and determination. You are an inspirator. An inspirator. You are bold. You are a risk taker. What you do is a source of inspiration for others. You do well in works of collective responsibility. You inspire people to do what they need to do. You are willing to risk a change. You can bring about a constructive detour. Certain life crises, managed or accidental, are inevitable for you. You risk letting go of familiar protective identity to stay on a determined purpose. Wow, you risk letting go of a familiar protective identity to stay on a determined purpose. How many times have I done that shit? For a while, you are exposed and vulnerable. Damn. You are forced to live in yourself in a state of uncertainty. Yet it is from this that you whet your appetite anew to go through change. Change involves the deepest sort of self-doubt. Often people become too dependent on the institutional parent even to contemplate any risk. A need for change is often mistranslated. Sometimes only people like you can penetrate the self-doubt or neutralize negative projections. You are willing to risk not only losing status or material possessions, you are willing to risk losing your life. Kujichagulia, baby, some bad. Shut your mouth. You know I'm talking about Kwabena, right? You know I'm talking about Abina, right? Y'all some bad boy. One more time. You are mainly full of fire and determination. Damn. And listen to that. Right now, this is an old form. It's been around for years, right? We apply the days. What is the day? Kujichagulia, right? Kujichagulia. Because I want y'all to think about how this shit lines up. It's Kujichagulia. What is Kujichagulia? Self-determination. What's the first sentence? You are mainly full of fire and determination. You can't tell me that the ancestors ain't. Like I said, that crystallized wisdom, all we got to do is activate it. And shit start lining up for us, family. You are an inspirator. You are bold. You are a risk taker. What you do is a source of inspiration for others. You do well in works of collective responsibility. You inspire people to do what they need to do. You are willing to risk a change. You can bring about a constructive detour. Certain life crises, managed or accidental, are inevitable for you. You risk letting go of familiar protective identity to stay on a determined purpose. For a while, you are exposed and vulnerable. You are forced to live in yourself in a state of uncertainty. Yet it is from this that you whet your appetite anew to go through change. Change involves the deepest sort of self-doubt. Often people become too dependent on the institutional parent even to contemplate any risk. And the need for change is often mistranslated. For those that don't know, institutional parent is not just your parent, but it's like jobs and shit like that. Institutional parents. See, a lot of y'all, your job is your daddy. You just saying. Sometimes only people like you can penetrate the self-doubt or neutralize negative projections. You are willing to risk not only losing status or material possessions, you are willing to risk losing your life. God damn. Shouts out to all the Tuesday borns. Once again, y'all get another round of applause. Today is your day. Today is your Now, so we salute this moment. In this moment, we realize our power. And in recognizing our power, we start turning it on and utilizing it to conquer the moment, to take over the moment, to use the moment and the power in this moment to forge forward, not only for ourselves, but for our people. So we raise our glass and we salute this moment and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children, our children's children on to infinity. Right? We're toasting our children that are here right now, like Gina over here snoring. Right? And those children yet to come. Because we have always been here and we will always be here. And by us taking command of this moment, we clear the way so that our children can build their pyramids to greatness, their monuments to greatness. So we raise our glass for them and we say Ashe. From there, we toast all of our relations and we say Ashe. From there, family, y'all know where we go. We go to that selfish libation, that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment in order to accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish? What is it? Ancestors, creative energies are here, family. Asking you shall receive. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, last but not least, family, I salute the most magnificent, most marvelous, uplifting, outstanding, wisest individual in the room. I lift my glass to you and I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy in 100 years. And I am out. Y'all have a great day. I ain't thought about nothing about putting up on a post, but a poll. But we're going to have a Gye-Nyame journey discussion with the family. Shouts out to Cynthia Johnson because on this one function I can see who is actually up on the screen. So shouts out. I'm going to have to train somebody so that when we're doing our shows, if they on here, anybody with an administrative function on, or you're administrator in Gye-Nyame Journey, you could go on to this function and create polls while we doing our show. Let's see. The Black Yoda says, he said, did I say? I didn't say that. And you trying to get me to say it right now. Come on, man. Did I say that? Did I say the day wrong? Somebody need to go and send me a message. Did I say the day wrong? Grand rising to you as well, sister. I owe push-ups? Damn. Or do you owe push-ups? I'm not understanding this. Yoda talk backwards sometime. Are you saying push-ups you owe or push-ups I owe? Or push-ups you owe? You do. Did I say? I didn't say. Did I say that? All right. Okay. Whatever it is, I got it. Right? This is the place where your hustle builds muscle, right? So I owe a few anyway. So I got to drop and do some push-ups. So it's cool. Go and answer my question. Did I say today? Or did Kwame write today? Come on now. I'm waiting. Did I say it? Sister Cynthia, did I say it? Stop playing. Y'all, I don't remember. I've been brainwashed. Did I say it? All right, well, I'm going to knock out the push-ups. It ain't nothing. Nothing but small beans to a giant. I want to thank everybody that took the time to rise with us. I mean, this is kind of late, family, because, usually this summertime hours, I'm getting back into my stride. And, you know what I'm saying? But once it starts, coming in sometime in August, boom, we back up. That 5:15 is going to come fast. And family, please understand, it's about to grow very rapidly, right? Because, and just be prepared for that. Be prepared for the banter. Be prepared for the trolls. be prepared because some of y'all gonna be getting those admin credentials on the Facebook and stuff with the YouTube, because I'm gonna need help, because these trolls, when we start having our serious conversation, these trolls really be coming on here, and y'all already know I'm ADHD, so I see shit and I be jumping right on, right? But I gotta train myself. All right, so family, y'all have a great day. I'm out.